My next patron question is from Joey, who wants me to compare two properties controlled by the Walt Disney Company. Which Disney character and franchise do you think is better, Winnie the Pooh or Mary Poppins? Both of these characters and franchises have a bit in common. Both are pieces of British literature that were favorites of Walt Disney's daughters. Walt got the film rights to both of them in 1961, largely influenced by his memories of his daughters loving that stuff. Both share a key talent in the form of the Sherman Brothers. They also had movies in 2018 that had both Christopher Robin and Michael Banks going through similar character arcs. I have an immense fondness for both of these properties. That Disney keeps coming back to them speaks to their incredible longevity, and credit should also go to A. Milne and P.L. Travers for creating the original stories and characters. In terms of which one I like more, that's certainly a tricky question, as I love both. If I have to choose, I'm going with the one Disney has been more consistent with, and that's probably Mary Poppins. Admittedly, Disney has not done as much with Mary Poppins as they have with Winnie the Pooh, but I think Mary is trickier to put into all sorts of situations. Even Travers' original books mostly follow the same plotline of Mary arriving to take care of the Banks children and taking them on magical adventures, which is why I disagreed with the principal complaint that Mary Poppins Returns followed the plot of the first film too closely. There are only so many variations of a nanny helping children that you can do. I love both movies a lot, as they offer enchanting experiences and touching lessons, along with some delightful performances and hummable songs. Julie Andrews and Dick Van Dyke made a wonderful pair in the first film, and Emily Blunt and Lin-Manuel Miranda proved to have just as much winning chemistry. The Sherman Brothers songs are, of course, classics, and I thought Mark Shaman and Scott Wittman were able to compose some equally catchy and entertaining tunes. Rob Marshall had a lot to live up to when he directed the sequel, and I think he succeeded beautifully. Meanwhile, I thought Saving Mr. Banks did an excellent job of portraying the behind-the-scenes of Mary Poppins. I know it's been said this was a film produced just to make Walt Disney look good and put P.L. Travers in her place, but if you read up on the actual Travers, this film actually did her a favor, as she was much nicer and more sympathetic in Saving Mr. Banks than she ever was in real life. I really like that Saving Mr. Banks was essentially about the attachment authors have to the stories they create, and the difficulty that can come with letting other people adapt your material. I'm sorry to say I've not seen the stage musical version of Mary Poppins, but I'm impressed with the clips I've seen. Regarding Winnie the Pooh, there are many entries in the franchise I've greatly enjoyed. I love the original Walt-produced featurettes Honey Tree and Blustery Day, for their superb animation, smart humor, and brilliant Sherman Brothers songs. And Tigger 2 and A Day for Eeyore are quite charming too. Some of the later Pooh films, like Pooh's Grand Adventure, the Tigger movie, the 2011 film, and the live-action Christopher Robin, are also very sweet and appealing. I did grow up watching the New Adventures television series, so I have a soft spot for it. All of these managed to successfully tackle themes of growing up and friendship in ways that are appropriate for a younger audience, while also being quite poignant to older viewers. One problem, though, is Disney has oversaturated the market with Winnie the Pooh products and started marketing the character and his friends in the 100 Acre Wood to preschool viewers. It's created the perception that Milne's characters are made exclusively for children, and that's disappointing. That's actually the main thing I blame for the 2011 movie disappointing at the box office, as most people nowadays see our favorite bear stuffed with fluff as mainly for 5-year-olds. Too many films and shows in the franchise have opted for cutesiness, and I think Pooh is better than that. Nonetheless, I will always appreciate Winnie the Pooh, and I'm happy he's still a character that resonates with many. Now let me know in the comments whether you like the Mary Poppins or Winnie the Pooh series more, and thank you for your question, Joey.